Hi, I'm Michelle with Find My Balance Yoga. This practice focuses on twists and compression postures. Twists are purifying and can literally squeeze out toxins. This is clarifying yoga. Yoga for when you need to make a hard decision, for when you need to boil things down to the essentials. If you are pregnant, I recommend you skip this class due to the closed twists. Check out the description below for some alternative pregnancy-friendly classes. Join me on your yoga mat and begin by lying down on your back, knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Start to tuck and arch your pelvis. First by flattening your lower back completely into your mat. As you breathe in, arch forward, exaggerating the gap between your lower back and the floor. Lift your knee toward your chest and hold. Inhale and open your knee out to the side. On your next exhale, cross it along your front body, bringing it toward your mat on the other side, coming into a deep twist, breathing into this pose and enjoying the stretch. Next, switch your position to the other side. Draw your opposite knee in toward your chest. On your next inhale, open it up to the side, and on your exhale, cross it over your body into a twist. You can gaze out over your opposite arm. From here, hug both knees into your chest and rock gently from side to side, loosening up your lower back. And now roll one ear toward your mat and then the other, stretching your neck from side to side. And now build up some momentum and rock forward and back until you can come up into a seated position. We'll come into Dandasana, staff pose. Start by adjusting your seat and pressing your hands into your mat to find a tall spine. When you're ready, lean forward into a stretch, keeping your back flat. If you can't reach your toes, that's okay. You can hold onto your shins or ankles, as I do, and bend your knees to allow you to reach a bit farther forward. Now, bring one knee in and cross the foot over the thigh, preparing to come into a seated twist. Exhale as you twist into the direction of your bent knee, holding your knee with one arm and dropping your other arm behind you for support to deepen the stretch. Now, moving into the same posture on the other side, let's switch the position of our legs. Bend your other knee in toward your body this time, breathing as you squeeze your knee, twisting around toward your back. Take care to make sure you're not twisting your neck further than your upper back. Preparing for boat pose, tilt back to balance in your tailbone and sacrum as you lift your shins parallel to the ground. You can either leave your knees bent, or you can stretch your legs out straight, feeling engaged in your abdominals. Now, transitioning into a mermaid twist, arrange your legs so that they are bent out to the sides, the sole of one foot resting on the knee of the other leg. Walk your body around into the direction that your knees are pointing. Reverse the position of your legs, and then walk around to the other side, keeping your back tall and elongated, moving into the twist. Now, preparing for alternate nostril breathing. This is a relaxing form of pranayama, which is a breathing technique where you switch between the right and left nostrils. Start by closing your left nostril gently with your ring finger, and then breathe in through the right nostril only. Now switch your fingers, closing your right nostril with your thumb and opening the left so you can breathe out through your left nostril. Breathe in again through that same left nostril, close it with your ring finger, and then open your right to breathe out on that side. Now, coming onto your knees, turn your toes under into a deep stretch called toe squat. You can sit back on your heels, or if that's too intense, you can lean forward on your hands. And then let's move into a hands and knees position called table in yoga. From table, round your back into a Halloween cat position, dropping your head, and then switch, dropping your belly into cow pose and gazing back upward. Alternate between cat and cow for a couple more breaths, and then move into side C stretches by looking over your right shoulder, and then coming back to look over your left shoulder, stretching your hip toward your head as you're looking back. Finally, prepare for thread the needle pose on both sides. Plant one hand in the center of your mat and reach the other one high before threading it down between your hand and leg, coming to rest on your shoulder. You can leave your upper hand by your head or rest it atop your lower back. Now, switching to the other side, plant your opposite hand in the middle of the mat, reaching the other arm up high, and then threading it through the gap between your arm and leg and coming to rest on your shoulder and cheek. From here, press strongly into your hands and feet and lift straight up into downward dog pose. You can bend one knee and then the other, warming up your legs. Next, stretch one foot high into the sky, and then switch and stretch the other up high. And now, walk your hands back toward your feet to come up to standing. Find your way into mountain pose, feeling strong and centered. Roll your shoulders up and back and lift through the back of your head. Now find something in the room that does not move, a drishti. Press up onto your toes, coming onto tiptoes, and then lowering back down. Take a breath and press yourself up onto tiptoes again. This time, after moving onto tiptoes, rock back onto your heels, and then rock right to left until you get a sense of your feet on the ground and you can find the center point where you feel stable. Lifting your fingertips to your shoulders, roll your shoulders up and back, and start to rock your arms from side to side, loosening up your arms and shoulders. Bring your feet a little wider than hip distance, and then begin hip circles clockwise. Now switch and go the other direction. And finish it up with a few figure eights with your hips. Moving into a wide lunge stance, one foot at the top of your mat and the other at the back, bend your knee forward. And then bend your arms together and bring them to the outside of your leg, coming into a twisted lunge. Reversing the position of your legs, come into a twisted lunge on the other side, breathing into the twist. Now, coming back to the center of your mat, bring your feet close together and reach your seat back deeply into powerful pose. Transitioning into eagle, move the weight into your left foot and then cross the right foot over and around the left. At the same time, twist the left arm over the right. And now unwinding and switching to the other side. This time, move your weight into your right foot. Cross the left foot over the right, and then the right arm over the left, intertwining and lowering your seat down. Now come into a wide stance and then tip forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Come back down to lie on your back on your mat and stretch your limbs out into the points of a star. Big stretch. Now rest your hands on your belly and bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees relaxed and open to the sides in reclined cobbler's pose. Now press the soles of your feet into either side of your mat. Let your knees fall together while you give yourself a hug, elbows crossed at the center. Breathing. And now bring your knees toward your armpits, soles of feet up toward the ceiling. Grasp the edges of your feet and rock back and forth in happy baby pose. Now stretch out long and make any adjustments you need for Shavasana. Let your body grow quiet. Bring your attention inward, into your body and your breath. Imagine you are taking a walk through a green forest. The trail is shaded by towering trees, and plants spring forth with huge, glossy green leaves and delicate ferns. You hear the gentle rustling of vegetation and chirping of birds. And now you hear the burbling sound of water, and you are excited to approach the waterfall and natural swimming pool up ahead. Your steps are sure-footed against the soft trail. Around the next bend, you glimpse it, a deep, sparkling pool being fed by a steady double waterfall. Crystal clear. You are the only one here. You're feeling warm and energized from the walk, and you gratefully shed your hiking clothes to leave your swimsuit underneath. As you step into the pool, you're grateful for the cool water. You can see all the way to the bottom. Tiny, delicate fish are swimming in schools around you, occasionally tickling your legs. The rushing of the waterfall fills the pool and your senses. You breathe in the forest air, moving deeper, where you can tread comfortably, the water surrounding and supporting you from all sides. And now you tilt to float on your back, arms and legs floating, suspended, all effort draining away. With each breath, you are lighter. With each exhale, you let something go. Breathe in, lightness. Breathe out, release worry. Breathe in, serenity. Breathe out, release fear. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I would love to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. I would love to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. I would love to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. Coming back to yourself here in the room. Notice the feeling of your body against the ground. Notice the sounds around you. The sense of air on your skin. Begin to wiggle and move your fingers, toes, ankles, wrists. Carefully roll to one side and rest. And pressing yourself up slowly, leaving your head heavy until the last minute. As you return to your day, may you feel clear-headed and purposeful. Thank you for practicing yoga with me. If you enjoyed this class, please click the like and subscribe buttons below, and I hope to see you again. Namaste.